I'm here to talk about an emergency bed bug action plan plus a bonus. Okay, this is a product, guys, that is it was created to help anybody who have bed bugs get rid of them very, very, very quickly. And that's if you follow the process. Even no matter how you go about getting rid of bed bugs, it's a process period. But because of all the videos I have, all the videos of over 100 videos, most of them are taken down. But it was still a process that people were have seemed to wanted to know why so many videos, why do I have to go through so many videos and things. So I've been thinking about it, and over the course of, I say, the last year, I've been putting together so many different ebooks to make the process a lot quicker. This particular one I'm about to speak about, I just published this ebook, like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. But this is like so thorough. This is like everything in this one particular ebook. And I added an extra bonus about diatomaceous earth. Now, I do have a separate ebook I created also with this about diatomaceous earth in a separate part of diatomaceous earth. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Happy belated Thanksgiving. But what I end up doing, once I created this emergency bed bug action plan, I went on and went back and added the diatomaceous part to it. Two separate books, though. So for those who purchase the emergency bed bug action plan, will get the diatomaceous earth part with it. The ones who just went to part about diatomaceous earth, that's still in a separate ebook as well. Because there are a lot of people coming to me asking me how to apply the powder. Even when I say how to apply it, a lot of times, and I'm kind of like the same way. A lot of people like to see things. You like to see either visual or you like to see it written down on paper yourself instead of just someone telling you. And then someone likes to be told. Some of us, we're different. But I want to go over what's included in this emergency action plan, just like the titles of it. So, of course, I stated it's the emergency bed bug action plan plus the bonus. And the first part is like if you found a bed bug, what to do first, or if you found bed bugs, what to do first. Confirming that you do have bed bugs. The contaminant protocol, like 24 to 48 hours, a protocol of how to stop the spreading, and especially in the clothes and your furniture, because that's where they go. They mainly go in clothes and furniture, but not only. Cleaning and your laundry checklist. Home treatment options, whether you want to go the DIY method or if you want to go the professional method. If you want to call a pest control person or you want to do this yourself. The cost and decision worksheet. And you use this to decide whether or not you want to do it the DIY way or the professional way, which one is best. You get to weigh your options. And I already know what everybody would choose. Only thing about it is leg work. With this, you have to do the leg work. With the pest control company, they do the leg work. But if they do the leg work, are you going to get rid of them? That's the thing. And I guess that's the hard part, the sad part about it. When you're paying $1,000 to $5,000 for this process, and then come to find out you still have the bugs, and then you still have to figure out how you're going to get rid of them. Okay, we have the daily action schedule. It's a 7-day plan, and day 1 and 2 will confirm and contain. Day 3 and 4 is treatment. Day 5 to 7 is monitoring. Then we have a bed bug bite relief guide. Kind of tell you some of the things you can do to relieve the bites, the itch. Also, what not to do. A prevention checklist. Monitoring progress logs. I also have a free tracker. I don't think I add that to all my videos. I do have a free tracker that I just give. And if you're renting, like if you have a landlord, if you live in an apartment complex, or if you have or live in a private home and you have a landlord, a lot of people don't know how to approach their landlord to tell them about the bed bugs. I have a script here so you could know what to say to your landlord. A final encouragement page. I have an encouragement page to let you know you're not alone. I have this. I have like a little snapshot in the back of like everything I just went over. It's just a picture. It's just a snapshot of what I went over. Um, and the added bonus is diatomaceous surf. It tells you how to apply it. It's step by step of how to apply it and where to apply it. The places that you probably more than likely will definitely need to apply it for bed bugs. Okay, so that's it. That's what I came to speak on. Let me see. For the bed bug is how and where to apply diatomaceous earth for bed bugs. And it's for home use only and it's food grade. Everybody, I hope everyone know that. Well, you can't buy chemical grade diatomaceous earth anyway. They're not going to let you purchase it. You have to have a license to buy it because that's used for swimming pools and things like that. And that particular diatomaceous earth is not for bed bugs. Guys, could you please thumbs up the live? If you're still here, whomever's still here, could you please thumbs up? Thank you. Hello, Patrick. Okay, where to apply diatomaceous earth step by step. Where did this come from? Uh, okay, yeah. So I won't go over this part because it's actually telling what's needed to be done. So again, purchasing this emergency bed bug action plan is full, it's thorough. Everything is in it. Everything. And also some of you know how to get rid of the bugs now. Some of you know the process now, but some of you still kind of scared that you may not know exactly how to put the powder down. One thing I can say about the powder is it does have to be in a very thin layer. If you put the powder down in clumps, it's not a guarantee that they're going to get in it because they're so small. They have to walk through it. If they walk over it, it's not going to get on them where it's going to dry them out and die because that's how they kill it. But they dry the bed bugs out. They dehydrate them where they just completely dehydrate them. And if you may look around and see, it may look like you see a bug on the floor and you go to it and you try to pick it up or something, it turns completely into dust because it completely dehydrates them. So it has to get on their body. Where do we purchase it? I will have the link. I will have a link to it in this live when I end the live. But uh I have it's in other videos. If I think my last live I did is there. But once I end this live, which will be in the next few minutes, I will definitely be adding a link to it in this particular live in the descriptions. Now another thing, if I don't know what's going on. YouTube used to have clickable links. They used to be clickable. I'm hearing a lot now that these links are not clickable anymore, so you may have to copy and paste and put it into another browser. Because I don't think they having it clickable anymore where you can just click on the link and it'll go straight to it. I've been getting comments about that, like how do I get to it? I can't click on the link won't click. Yeah, you can just copy and paste it into another browser and then there you go. So do anyone have any questions before I end the live? And hello, Ruth Journey. Hello, is it Galkin? And again, Michelle and Patrick. So if anyone have any questions, the time is now. Your videos are good. They were excellent for me. Thank you, Michelle. I try to be as thorough as possible. You know why? Because I've been through it. I already know what it's like to have them. I know the devastation of the whole 9 yards. And that's why I try to be very, very, very thorough. It's not a joke having these bugs. You know, when you get them, all you want to do is get rid of them. First, you want to know what's biting you and it drive you crazy because they so little and tiny, you barely get to see them. You know, it take you a while to even figure out what's biting you. And once you do come across, find out what's biting you, now you just want to get rid of them. You don't want nobody wants to spend a whole bunch of money. Come to find out, you still have them. Hi, your videos are a blessing. Thank you so much. God bless you. You're welcome. You're more than welcome, Bruce. You are more than welcome. Everyone, everyone. And I've done this since 2021. I've been doing it, making videos, creating video after video after video, helping, helping, helping. For me now, it's just time to turn this into a business, so to speak. So this is what I'm doing now. I mean, the number of people who have these bugs, the number of people who are going through it, who have been through it, it's unimaginable. It's unimaginable. And for the ones that don't know how to seek help because of being scared to say you have them, having bed bugs is like, I don't know. People panic just to tell somebody I have bed bugs, or I may have gotten bed bugs from your house, or you may have gotten them from mine. It's like that's the worstest thing in the world. Why? Because people say your house dirty. That's crazy. And what I don't understand is we know what kind of homes we keep. We know it. If my house is dirty, it's not like I have to have somebody to tell me that. If somebody told me, I'm like, oh, I got a dirty house. Or if my house is clean, somebody go back and say, oh, her house is clean. And I'm like, really? I mean, I know what kind of home I keep, so it really doesn't matter what anybody say. I mean, that's me. But I can understand people feeling like the thought of people who don't know you. The thought of somebody who don't know you and the first impression they get of you is you got a dirty house. That probably will affect some people. I'm sure it would, and I understand it, but it would not affect me. It definitely would not. I'm not one who worry about what people say. Number one, but I can understand it. I truly can. But I do the best I can, and now I even have to say thank you to those who are purchasing these books and things. So it lets me know that this stuff is really, really, really needed. And I know it is. I know it is. Sometimes people would rather spend their money on nonsense than to spend it on something that's really, really needed. But it's up to the individual. So for those who actually are taking action to not just purchasing the products, because I just started selling the products. My video's been out for a while now. I just commend everybody for just trying their best to get rid of these things, trying to figure out what's going on, because everybody's not sensitive to these bites. So if somebody coming to you like your child or your spouse or your whoever that they're getting bit, those who don't know what the bites are like, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy. They're gonna act like you losing your mind. Then when they find out how small and tiny these bugs are, they really gonna think you lost it because they have no idea the impact of these bites. And the impact comes from the bite after bite after bite after bite. They don't stop biting. They don't stop sucking the blood. A mosquito come and take that little blood and gone on have his lay the hatch the not lay the egg and gone on. These things keep coming back, and they lay eggs every day. Once they get to that full adult stage, they lay eggs every day. They can lay eggs every day. My apartment paid for a 4-week treatment with exterminators. Should I still use the powder stuff to double down? Yes, you should. And I'm glad you spoke on it. I did a live maybe 2 days ago. Most complexes are supposed to have a bed bug fund. They are supposed to have a bed bug fund. I didn't even know about that when I had bed bugs myself. I just figured, I didn't figure, I just researched and researched and researched, and then I figured out what to do, how to get rid of them. When I felt like they were gone, I stopped getting bit. I didn't want to call my rental office at first either because I'm like, they're not going to make me pay no $5,000 because I had joined like 3 Facebook groups, 3 or 4. All this stuff that I was sending these Facebook groups horrified me. Then you got the pest control people and they're telling you cannot get rid of them. That made me even more scared to have something in my something that I cannot get rid of. What in the world is kind of bug is this that you can't get rid of it? That's the stuff that I've seen in the groups. They were trying to get us to pay $4,000 and $5,000 for services. I bought all these different products. I never used none of this stuff but diatomaceous earth and very little alcohol. So what made me call my rental office to tell them is because I wanted to send somebody out to let me know if they were actually gone. Because I called a pest control company. I called a pest control company. I don't really like to say the name because even though they said, and I said it a number of times, but even though that person came out, I cannot fault the whole pest control company for what that one person did. He was just an employee. He did not do his job. He's the reason I'm here right now today. Because if that man would have done his job, he came out to give me a free estimate. When he came up for the free estimate, had he done his job, I would have paid $3 or $4,000 because at that time, that's all I knew is that's what I was supposed to pay. I would have paid it to get the bugs out of my house, but because he did what he did, he took the flashlight, flashed it at my curtains and at the foot of my bed, and this man left and told me I had bed bugs. I just looked at him. When he said you didn't have bed bugs or whatever, and I said, "You done?" He said, "Yeah." I walked right to my door and pulled my door open for him to go out and shut my door and locked it when he left. I said, "That's it. No more pest control people coming in my house. I don't care who they are." And I can vouch for Orkin. I didn't call Orkin. One time I had a real bad roach problem from a family member who asked me could I keep a washing machine for them. That washing machine was full of bugs, and my next thing you know, I had thousands of. I mean, them things multiplied so fast it was crazy. I didn't know nothing about diatomaceous earth, nothing about nothing at that time. I called Orc and I paid them, but they got them out. They cleared my whole house of them roaches. Yes, they did. I can vouch for Orkin, but I don't need Orkin for bed bugs. I don't have to pay a lot of money to anybody because I know how to do it myself. I know how to get rid of any bug, so I don't need no pest control company anymore. I'm not talking you guys. I'm saying me. I don't need it, and I have an expertise now, and I'm going to share it. Whomever don't like it don't have to like it. So, yep. But yeah, I'm sorry. I went on a rant, Bruce. I'm sorry. Yes. I don't even if they come out and you're not getting bit anymore or however, the best thing to do is keep your home protected by putting the powder down everywhere. Because if you ever get them again, hello Samuel, if you ever get them again, you won't have to worry about it. They're gonna die out and you probably don't even know you ever had them again. Because if the powder and stuff is down, they're gonna die out. And you don't have to keep putting. This is why I recommend diatomaceous earth so much. You don't have to keep applying the powder. When you use these sprays, you have to keep doing it because they don't the effectiveness don't last long enough. Like if you do Eco Venger, that's every 2 weeks. You have to spray this stuff every 2 weeks, and this stuff is expensive. Crossfire every 30 days. You have to spray every 30 days. But if a person can do that, if you can do it every 2 weeks and you can do it every 30 days, then they work. They definitely work. But I talk about diatomaceous earth because I know it worked, and that's what did it for me. And I didn't spray my bed. I didn't spray anything. All I did was use diatomaceous earth. The little teeny bit of alcohol I use, you can only use alcohol on contact. You can't just spray it around like bug spray. Can you lay on a bed or couch that has powder on it? Does it hurt your skin? Yes, you can, but what you won't do, like if you have a bed that have a box spring, you can cover the box spring lightly, the whole box spring, because the mattress is going to be on top of it. But as far as the mattress, no. You just put it around the lining of the mattress, the seam, because that's where they go. They're not going to be crawling all over your bed. They're going to be in the corners, up under the tucks and the folds of the seam. That's where they're going to be. And that's where you put the powder. And then you put the sheet on the bed. You don't lay your head straight on the same. And for as far as your pillow, no. I wouldn't put it in my pillowcase on my pillow at all. No. And I've had diatomaceous on my skin before. No, I mean, you can actually drink food grade diatomaceous. If I used to drink it, I drank it for like 6 months, and it did one. My skin was radiant. It did some good things to my skin. I stopped because I started taking different kinds of medication. That's what I used to take medication for diabetes, and I'm like, it was just too much, taking too many different things. So I just stopped taking it. I haven't taken diabetes medicine in what 15 years or so. I just got stopped taking the medicine and got myself together, and got my diabetes completely under control. My doctor's amazed and say, you're basically like a person that never had it. But it can easily come back if I eat the wrong kind of foods. Okay, I have one of those boneless couch. I have one of those boneless couches, so I was wondering. Okay, um, I can definitely vouch for your advice. It worked for me. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. With the furniture, you just put it down in cracks and crevices. See, with furniture and beds, you don't want it all over the place where it's visible. The reason that happened is because like when you first start applying diatomaceous earth, a lot of people don't know how to apply it, so powder be everywhere. You like in a house full of chalk. But when you learn how to apply it, then that won't happen. But that's to be expected in the beginning, when you first start. Another thing that I don't mention as much as I should, and I need to mention this all the time, is mask. If you don't know how to apply this powder, you have to wear mask. The only way diatomaceous earth can be very harmful to us is complete just breathing it in. It will tear us apart. Think about household dust. If you take a piece of rug that you had down for a while and you take it and shake it outside or whatever, and all that dust come out and it just come in your face and you breathe it in, same effect. You're going to end up probably going to the hospital because it's going to get all into your lungs. That's the effect that they have on it. That's the effect it has. When people say diatomaceous is real harmful and it can kill you, then why are people drinking it? Why are people putting this powder in water and drinking it if it's that harmful? I don't understand. I really do believe that they talk about the powder like that because they know how it works. They know diatomaceous earth work. And they know people going to get rid of these bed bugs if they use it. So if you get rid of the bed bugs, how are they going to make money? Amen. I would love to hear that testimony as well about your diabetes. Okay. How did you care for your electronics during treatments? Well, electronics, you can't put the powder inside of it. So the only thing I would suggest for electronics is to outline it. That's basically the only thing. You can put it like for a cell phone, but you have to do this and keep wiping it off because, I mean, it can kind of go around the tucks and folds of this, but I wouldn't want to do that because then it'll seep down in there. I would just say, like I tell people to do with their TV, just take powder and line it around your TV. Just like you have to do your the bed frames, the pole on your bed. You have to line it up. But I mean, you don't have to really too much worry about that. They don't really go into electronics. They only go in there if they have to. That's not a place they would want to go. The reason that they go through the outlets is because that's how they travel from one place to another. I knew my phone was going to ring. It always ring when I'm online. But I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna have to get off in like 2 minutes, so because this is a long distance call. So yeah, you don't have to too much worry about your electronic devices. One thing about bed bugs, they're looking for us. Now, if we were inside of the electronic device, you have something to worry about. They mainly nest where they know we are. Once you sit on the furniture, you're on your furniture a lot, you're on your bed a lot, all the different things where we are, they know it. They sense it because of we breathe out something called carbon dioxide. And that's how they find us. They know exactly where we are at all times. Then they started nesting there. That's why they get into the clothes because our scent is in our clothes. That's a hiding place for them, our clothes and things. Clothes and furniture, that's where we frequent. You're welcome. You're welcome. And they're not as hard to get rid of as people may think. Everything is a process. That's just like going to start a job for the very first time. When you get to that job, you have to be taught the job. You could have done this job for 20, 15 years of your life. But everybody does something slightly different. So you're still going to have to be taught to run that particular position the way that that company like it done. Everything is just a process. Once you learn the process, it's doable. It's doable. And once you do the leg work in that first time, it's not so hard after that. But because of the bugs, man, these bugs they have you going so crazy. That's the part. The bites itch so much, and you just tired of getting bit over and over and over. Just keep getting bit. That's what messes us up. That's what messes us up. And also the bites. If the bites become infected, it can turn into staph disease. So people have to be careful about these bites and scratching them and them getting infected. Yep. It's not enough information out about these bugs. I mean, I cannot believe the impact that these bugs have on people that it's not like out here being talked about like all this other stuff. How people advertise pocketbooks and shoes and clothes and all these foods, and then you go on TikTok, they got a pickle with all this crazy stuff in it. It's popcorn that got a ton of sugar, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I even have a bed bug thing for TikTok, but I don't really go on that platform a lot, and I'm thinking about starting to do lives there. Everybody needs to know about this, whether they think they do or not. Everybody needs to know because once you get them and start getting bit, you gonna be looking all over the place. You gonna do everything you can to find somebody to help you, and you gonna pay that pest control $5,000 if that's what they want, just so you can stop getting bit. I ended up in the ER behind the bikes, and I thought I was going crazy. Same here, same here, same here. I went to the ER too. Yep, that's what got me to do the deep research and stuff like I did. That's why I am where I am and I'm doing what I'm doing. The bites were devastated. Those bugs drove me crazy. Drove me crazy. Okay, guys, I'm about to get off because I have to make this call back. The ER did think that that's what they were, but I was in denial. And see, they didn't tell me that. They told me, yeah, it's definitely some type of insect bite. That's all they told me. It's definitely an insect bite, and they gave me some hydrocortisone cream. That's it. That is it. And a lot of people kept saying it's a spider. And I'm really terrified of spiders, but that's what people kept saying it's a spider bite. I said it's not a spider bite. If it was one bite, I might have would have believed that. But all these bites, and they're on the back of my neck in a straight line, and now they turn into huge knots because I'm scratching. No, a spider gonna get what he gonna get, and he going. He not gonna stay there and keep trying to bite you over and over and over. But I can understand you being in denial too. Like I said, it's not enough talk or information about bed bugs. That's why a lot of people don't believe it. Have a lot of people don't even know nothing about it. Until I got bed bugs, that myth that was not a myth. That saying, "Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite." That's the only thing I ever knew in my life about a bed bug until I got them. Then I was like, "Oh well, these things are real." I thought that was just something that people, parents or people say. I didn't know them things was real. And now I understand. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hmm. I think I need to make a reel. I need to make a reel with that. Yep. But I hope I answered your questions, Ruth. If you have any more, you can always put it in the comments. I can't say when I'll be back. I come back periodically, but I think I will, maybe my next live, I'll come back and talk about maybe I'll talk about diabetes and what I did for me. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. I'm very thankful that you are grateful. I'm very thankful for that. Yep. So once I end this live and the video uploads, to um I will have the link to the emergency bed bug action plan, and also have the link to the separate Diatomaceous Earth book, because some people may just want to get that, but I'll have it there. I have to look forward to it. Have a blessed day. You too. You have a blessed rest of your day as well. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for those who liked the live. I truly appreciate it. And everybody have a blessed rest of your day.